This is the PCSRA Radio Network and the Blue Hedgehog TV. We now interrupt your regular scheduled programming for the following sports special. This broadcast is presented by the authority of the Motorsports Association for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction, rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other disseminations or the use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the show without the express written consent of the Motorsports Association is prohibited. On the PCSRA Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. Welcome to the PCSRA Paddock Pass Show. We're glad that you're here to start a new journey of the PCSRA as the chase for the 2021 championships begin. Welcome to the PCSRA Paddock Pass on the PCSRA Radio Network as we get ready to bring you all the racing for the 2021 season. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by Budweiser, Love's Travel Stops, iHeartMedia, The Oklahoman, Newcastle Casino, Devon Energy, Sonic Drive-Ins, and by the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office, where we encourage all of you fans that together we can end DUI. Now, for the greatest show on earth from today's episode of the PCSRA Paddock Pass from Yukon, Oklahoma, here's the voice of the PCSRA, Daniel Voyles. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that all of you please join us and observe a moment of silence to remember our friend Boston Jones, who passed away due to a suicide. Our thoughts and prayers go out to his friends and family at this time. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the campus chimes of the greatest song in the world. Please join us as it's time for our favorite of greatest song ever, Carmen, PCSRA. And we appreciate the Ohio State University Marching Band for playing Carmen PCSRA. In that regard, welcome to the penultimate episode of Triple P. Daniel Voyles here in our PCSRA studios. It's, shall we say, a very interesting start to the week. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. It is the first episode of 2 in December. Next week is our season finale, which I'll have the thumbnail out for you all next week. As far as that is concerned. So, yeah. So, yes, a few announcements before we get started as far as this is concerned. As of this stream, I have not released the final point standings, the point standings after this weekend, so I'm not going to reveal them to you, what the points were. I'll probably have to do that in a different video. Because I haven't had the time to get the Bathurst 1,000 points out, the F1 points, and all that. So right now, will not reveal the points to you guys until I release a separate video as far as the global points are concerned. So I do apologize about that. There's nothing I can do about it because yesterday I was going to do the points, but then I had one of my female ushers, one of my new female ushers, have a heat stroke. So because of that reason, I had announced that the points remained unofficial because of that reason. I may do them during the stream. I may not do them during the stream, but we will just have to wait and see how I am as far as that's concerned. I will be discussing some other things about some other sports news while I am doing the points. So, yeah, so just understand that and make sure you all understand the situation as far as that's concerned. So, yeah, because I also have to charge my phone because I forgot to charge it last night. So, but at least I have my charger here. So, yeah. We will start a VC for Texas. What time I'm going to do the race for the Reese's Pros second race of the round of 20 is TBA. But it will be live as far as that is concerned. As a matter of fact, I can go ahead and do the points for race 3 because I really just want to get it done so that way everything is done. So Bathurst I will do it last because that was like the biggest motor race of all, which after I recap Bathurst and after I recap Saudi Arabia is when I will put the points in. And yeah. Next week we'll have panelists. I don't know what time we're going to have the show next week, so time we'll have it next Monday, time TBA, depending on what's going on with work schedules and all that, because right now it is currently a TBA for the time next week. So, yeah. Okay. Need to actually get the results from Cody Smart. He put the results up in the president's chat, and I need to grab them. The Bathurst 1000 results, if I can find them. I'll have to go scrolling up to find it. So, yeah, that's going to be fun having to scroll up. Getting ready to charge my phone in just a minute. So, where is the results? Where is the results? Where is the results?
Did he put him in my DM? If not, I'll have to go digging through Motorsports. Actually, I'm going to have to do that because I don't know where the results are. So, and of course, I hate my new phone. I now hate my phone because I just did a new update, and yeah, so okay. Fuck. Oh, okay. Which one is? Oh, this is Sydney. I did not want Sydney. There we go. There we go. Now I got the results for supercars and all that. So, get rid of that. Yeah, I hate the new settings that my phone just updated to. I really do, because it is not my favorite cup of tea, if you ask me. Get rid of that. Because I like it when it was normal, when I could just scroll it down to where I need to get it to. Okay. So I'm going to scroll back up to do the F2 and all that, yada, yada, yada. So, anyway, the top 10 results for the Bathurst 1000. Chad Mostert, Lee Holdsworth, 1. Cameron Waters, James Moffitt, second. Brody Kostecki, David Russell, 3rd. Jamie Whincup in his final race with Craig Lowndes in 4th. Jamie Whincup ends his tenure on a high. Bryce Fullwood, Warren Love, 5th. Nick Paracat, Dale Wood, 6th. James Courtney, Thomas Randall, 7th. Todd Hazelwood, Dean Flore, 8th. Tim Slade, Tim Blanchard, 9th. Will and Alex Davidson complete the top 10. Yes, I really do hate the new settings on this damn phone, so yay. The top 10 results for race 1 for the sprint race 1 for Jeddah for F2. Marcus Armstrong 1, Liam Lawson 2nd, Jury Vips 3rd, Felipe Drogovic 4th, Robert Schwartzman 5th, Christian Lundgaard 6th, Dan Tickham 7th, Oscar Pistrati 8th, Bent Viscal 9th, Jean Davila finished 10th. He had a 5-second penalty for gaining advantage. Race 2 sprint results, top 10. Oscar Pistrati 1, Brent Biscoe 2nd, Robert Schwartzman 3rd, Dan Tickham 4th, Jack Duhon 5th, Theo Pachari 6th, Enzo Fittipaldi 7th, Guan Yu Zhou 8th, Ralph Bajong 9th, and Felipe Drugovich completed the top 10. The top 10 results for the F2 race, since they had half points, we're going to do full points on when I update the standings. Oscar Pistrati 1, Robert Schwartzman 2nd, Ralph Bajong 3rd, Guan Yu Zhou 4th, Felipe Drogovic 5th, Yuri Vip 6th, Christian Lundgaard 7th, Marcus Armstrong 8th, Liam Lawson 9th, and Dan Tickham complete the top 10. Then we go to the F1 race for the Grand Prix of Saudi Arabia. The race was like Baku 2.0, if you ask me. First incident, lap 10, Mick Schumacher lost his car going into turn 22, backed his Haas into the barriers. That brought out not only a safety car, but a red flag. Second incident was Checo Perez got turned by somebody, collected George Russell and Nikita Mazepin. That brought out a second safety car and a red flag. Then Yuki Tsunoda got into Sebastian Vettel. Don't know what caused that incident. Seb had to retire out of the race. Tsunoda was given a 5-second time penalty, even though he finished the lap down, so it didn't mean much. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen got together, both at fault. Don't ask me why. Then the FIA slapped Max Verstappen with a 10-second penalty, which made no fucking sense because the FIA is so inconsistent. They want Cheatin' Hamilton to win his 8th cheating title. And, of course, Lewis Hamilton won the race. But the FIA caused more controversy and was slapped with a 30-second time penalty for that. So The top 10 results for the F1 race. Lewis Hamilton won, Max Verstappen second. They're deadlocked on points, so there you go. Valtteri Bottas third, Esteban Ocon fourth, Daniel Ricciardo fifth, Pierre Gasly sixth, Charles Leclerc seventh, Carlos Sainz eighth, Giovinazzi ninth. Lando Norris completed the top 10. So, yeah. Oh, shit. I should have saved that. Give me 1 second. I need to save the points for that. So, thoughts on it? It was, Saudi Arabia was really a good race, but the FIA, once again, inconsistent with their penalties. My word. Max gave, even though Max slammed on the brakes, which I find it really insulting, Lewis Hamilton should have just went around him. And instead, Lewis just drove right in the back of him, and they still gave Max Verstappen a penalty when that was all on Lewis Hamilton. So I don't know what the FIA was thinking, so they better have a damn good explanation why they did that. So, yeah. It was bullshit. As much as the Saudi Arabian GP was a good race, the FIA had to fucking ruin everything. So, sadly, I have to give it a 7. I was going to get an awesome 10 because of that race, but because the FIA wants to use the dead cub strategy and fuck everything up, it gets a 7. Bathurst 1000, solid 10. By the way, Chaz Mustard is the thumbnail for the show, which, good stats for him. That is Holden's 35th win in the Bathurst 1000 and their final, because they are going to be, well, they are now gone forever. So, yeah, R.I.P. Holden. So, yeah, so that's great for Holden. Congratulations to Jamie Whincup as he ends his tenure on a high, as I got freaking email I need to go through. Oh, thank God. Now I can upload the F1 2021 My Team Career Mode, so, yeah. Good, I can upload it earlier, so, yeah. It'll be out this Saturday, the Mexican GP, so. But, yeah, so. So, that's a good thing. We're supposed to go to the bank today. And by the way, we are now at the top of the hour, so let's pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves. This is PCSRA Paddock Pass on the PCSRA Radio Network. Blue Hedgehog FM and Blue Hedgehog HD Oklahoma City. Blue Hedgehog Radio Network, a product of the PCSRA, your home of Triple P. As we are back here on Triple P, as we already reached the top of the hour, so yay. So yeah. Let's go into the top story news since we have some top story news to discuss. I am not on the right deal. Okay, that's not what I want. Supercars finally got their 2022 calendar release, so let's go over that right now, starting with them because of our thumbnail. By the way, nice derpspeedcap.com. COVID-19 allowing its... so Perth will finally have their night race, first one since 2019, so that's good. So the calendar goes as follows. Newcastle 500, March 4th through the 6th at Newcastle Street Circuit in New South Wales. Then they go to Tasmania Super Sprint at Symmons Plains. Then they will be with the F1 crew for the Australian GP, which, by the way, I'll recap them before we go to the F1 race on the recap for next year. Then they have the Birmingham Trade Perth Super Night at Warrenero Raceway. Not instead of Barbagallo Raceway. Oh my God, phone, would you shut up over there? If it's Steven's girlfriend, I'm going to shut it up. Give me a second. Oh, it's an unknown name. Okay. I don't know who's calling this house, but don't know that person. Don't care. My apologies. Where was I? Oh, yes, I know where was I. May 21st through the 22nd will be the Winton Super Sprint at Winton Raceway. June 18th and 19th, Darwin Triple Crown at Hidden Valley. Townsville 500 at the Reed Park Street Circuit in Queensland. July 30th, 31st is TBA. August 19th through the 21st will be the Parent Sandown Super Sprint at Sandown Raceway. Then we have Pukekohe back, my favorite track, the Auckland Super Sprint, the ITM Auckland Super Sprint, September 10th and 11th. Bathurst 1000 on October 6th through the 9th. Looking forward to that. The Boost Mobile Gold Coast 500 at Surfers Paradise in Queensland. I got a couple of Reese's drivers that live in Queensland. And then the Sydney Super 600 at Sydney Motorsports Park in New South Wales. So that is the calendar for supercars. Some NASCAR drama that has happened since we were last with you. It was announced that Tate Fogelman will be running the Toyota Tundra number 30 for the Truck Series starting next season, as far as that is concerned. Miguel Paluda will be back driving the 88 and 3 road course races next season. Tyler Ankrum will be piloting the 16 as Hattori Racing Enterprises will go to a 2-truck team full-time next season in trucks. Richard Petty Motorsports has agreed to sell a majority interest to Maury Gallagher, owner of GMS Racing. 2 charters are included in the agreement and will be operated during the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series season. This is a special moment for both organizations as the next-gen car allows a new chapter to be written. So that means, in other words, that means Ty Dillon will have a charter, and he will be locked into the Daytona 500, and it will be GMS Racing's first ever Daytona 500 in that organization. Same with Colleague Racing, their first 500 ever. So congratulations to them. So, yeah. IndyCar is going to do qualifying changes. So, currently nothing else nothing else as far as the top story news is concerned. So there you go. Yes. So, looking here, there's nothing else happening. As I said, the playoff race for Texas will be coming up after this race is over. So, the official after this stream goes up, I will have the point standings for Global entering Abu Dhabi down in the description, so that way you guys know what the point scenarios look like. As far as that's concerned, I will add that I will put that in the description after the stream, after we're done with the show, so that way you guys know what the points are. So, yeah. Trying to see. Let me go back to my agenda. Yeah. Was Verstappen's penalty fair? Probably not. I agree with the going off track and gaining advantage. I agree with that, but I don't agree with the 10-second penalty. So I really don't agree with that. So no NR news. I don't have any NR news as far as that's concerned, other than Brittany White winning the Mountain Dew Southern 500, her first career win. Kelsey Hobbs taking the points lead over heading into next week. Actually, I can go over the standings for the Reese's Pro as we enter Texas. the Texas standings. So Kelsey Hobbs has a 5-point lead over Brianna Knight and Maria Nowicki. They're tied for second. Luke Knight is fourth. Strawberry Lawson fifth, and LP Von Schweet sixth. Rebecca Hawkins seventh. Timmy Turner eighth. Lauren Ekstrom ninth. Desiree Voyles complete the top 10. Melissa Cooper, Hazel Triggs, Kyle England, Ebony Mirwes, Ish Taylor complete your top 15. The 5 drivers below the cut line are Tyler Watson, Valentina Fernandez, Quentin Honeysett, Whitney Wolf, and Lacey Washington. The bottom 5 drivers in danger of dropping to Buffalo Wild Wings Series: Jill Thomas, Candace Young, who's already been confirmed for quite some time, Annie Winters, Frida Suarez, and Sandy Watson. So those 5 need to start getting out of that danger zone if they want to stay in the Reese's Pro Series as far as that is concerned. So, yeah. Gilda Jo 23 for the rest of the season. I have not announced who's going to be in the other rides. Ish Taylor, Timothy Grenville will be sent to the back of the grid for Texas for their incidents at Darlington. Ish Taylor would have been easier if I would have known anyway, so yeah. So there you go. Looks like I tore that thing up, but it's going in the trash anyway. Yeah. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and look ahead to Abu Dhabi. This is the final race of F1 and F2 as far as that is concerned. Of course, Abu Dhabi, we do not know how the racing will be with the changes to the track itself. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, so for the final time, we're making predictions. Driver to win, driver to stay away from, and driver that's the dark horse. If Oscar Pistrati, I'm going to more than likely say this, 25 points for the championship contenders. If Oscar Pistrati wraps up the title in one of the 3 races, then the other 2 races will be 1 point each. Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen, as far as F1 is concerned, that will be an automatic 50 points. Everybody else is 1 point each. If you pick Yuki Tsunoda for any of your predictions, that is 25 points because he will automatically win Rookie of the Year because of the fact he has points versus the Haas drivers who have zilch as far as that's concerned. An automatic 25 points will go to everybody's score because of the fact that Oscar Pistrati automatically wins Rookie of the Year. So you're already guaranteed 25 points regardless how you do in the weekend. So I just want to point that out. Driver to win for me in F2. I'll need to ask Cody who's too easy for the driver to stay away from category, but I'm probably not going to pick I'm going to let me check. I don't know who's too easy. I know who's too easy in F1. Let's get that right. F2 driver to win. If I pull up F2, that would be better. I still hate this new deal. Okay. That is not what I want. Thank you. Give me a second. I'll have to confirm with Cody about the who's too easy for F2 as far as driver stay away from is concerned. But I know I'm not going to pick whoever it is because, well, there you go. Anyway, driver to win. I might pick somebody that's really good. I'm going to go Oscar Pistrati. He will be your champion. I'm going to make sure I do not misspell his last name. There we go. I'm going to say Oscar Pistrati is my driver to win and champion because he will wrap up the championship. So, yeah. He's had a good season. Hopefully the following year he'll get a ride in F1. So driver stay away from. I'm just going to say this is not going to be easy in a way that I hate doing this. I'm going to say my former teammate in the F1 2021 My Team career mode, Robert Schwartzman. Driver stay away from. Dark horse. I'm going to say he'll end this season on a high. I am going to stay away from that didn't work. Dan Tickham, dark horse. Watch him be driver to stay away from to end the season, then I get pissed off, so yay. Hi, 2 people in the chat. Alright, for F1, driver to win and champion. Max Verstappen. I just want Max Verstappen just to win the championship and just tell the FIA you deserve to be smacked after Saudi Arabia. So, there you go. Driver stay away from. Oh boy. Driver stay away from. He's going to finish his F1 tenure on a sour note. I'm going to say Antonio Giovinazzi as the driver to stay away from. Dark horse, he's more than likely going to wrap up Rookie of the Year, so he's going to also bounce back after a disappointing run. He's raced here before in here in Abu Dhabi. Yuki Tsunoda as dark horse. So there you go. As my phone decided to be a derping hyena. Hang on a second. Yeah. I'm going to say that was on Discord because I don't know why it put Schwartzman dark, which makes no sense. So, yeah. So that is my predictions as far as that is concerned. So, yay. Let's take a look at this week's upcoming events. Brought to you by Kim K Coach Lines, the official motor coach carrier of OU Athletics. And also Triple P. This Saturday, Army-Navy will be televised 3 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS. It will be one of my favorite games to watch as far as that is concerned, so that's really good. That game will kick off. Of course, the game will start at, as I'm not on the right deal, give me 1 second. Yep, it'll start 2 p.m. Central Time. Army's already going to a bowl game. Navy season will come to an end this Saturday. They're at 3-8, so yeah. So that should be a fun one, of course. That's one of my favorite games. America's game, as far as that is concerned. So, yeah. That is a look at this week's upcoming events, brought to you by Kim K Coach Lines, the official motor coach carrier of OU Athletics. Visit kimkcoach.com for details. As far as looking at this week's upcoming PCSRA racing events, next week is the season finale of Triple P, which I'm really sad. There's going to be a lot. We're going to recap Abu Dhabi, go through all the news and notes, all that good stuff, final thoughts, final things we'll say before we say goodbye to all of you guys. And I have a load of thank you cards, if you know what I mean. And, yeah, so you don't want to have to miss that finale. Of course, it will be next week. Time, however, is TBA. And, yeah, so there you go. That's a look at this week's upcoming PCSRA racing events, brought to you by Subway. Eat Fresh, proud sponsor of Chloe Baumgarten, number 84, Audi RS8. Couple of things I want to give shout-outs to before I head out and get ready to start Texas. Chandler Smith won the Snowball Derby this past weekend on Sunday. Congratulations to him, a Truck Series driver. And, yeah, it's going to be really, really interesting. So, yeah, of course I gotta watch Legends of the Hidden Temple. I'm glad there wasn't an episode last week, so, yeah. That means, also a few stats before I also head out. This is the first time since 2016 that the F1 Drivers Championship and Constructors went down to the final race of the season, so that's a plus. The streak of Lewis Hamilton clinching it early came to an end, and same for the Constructors, so that's really nice. But I really like the Saudi Arabian track, but people did say they were going to call for safety changes, and hopefully they're right as far as that's concerned. But yeah, so like I said, the points for global going into the final race will, like I said, be down in the description, and that's all I'm going to say. So yeah. As we close this penultimate episode of the broadcast, and not only we say thank you to Holden for their tenure, which we are sad to see them go, but I know Chevrolet is going to do good in supercars with the new Gen 3 cars out. We also want to send prayers, like I said at the top of the show, and also the title of this video, to Boston Jones, who sadly died of a suicide, which was really sad. I've raced against him in the NROL NHL series, and never spoke to him. He was probably a great guy and all that, and like I said, our condolences go out to his family and friends. Also, prayers to go out to my new female usher who had a heat stroke yesterday. My prayers went out to her. I felt gut-wrenched yesterday when it happened, so I just want to send prayers to each of them as far as that is concerned so far today. And yeah, that's basically how it goes, and hopefully everything will be good tomorrow. So yeah. The Oklahoma Highway Safety Office is a proud sponsor of OU Athletics and Triple P all season long, and wants to remind you that drinking and driving is deadly and illegal. Together we can end DUI. Visit enduyok.com to learn more. Also, one little note I want to pass along before we get out of here, and this is regarding about supercars. As I talked about, it was the 35th win for Holden in their final win in supercars. Let me see here. I had this here in. It is the second Bathurst win for Mostert, first for Lee Holdsworth. Congratulations to them. Waukesha Andretti United's 8th win in the greatest race in Australia. That is really cool. The 35th and final win for Holden, as Holden is now putting the Lion to sleep, and we'll have Chevrolet take over so far, and also Shane Van Gisbergen will go into next season as the defending Repco Supercar Series champion. So that's an honor, and I believe he might be driving car number 1. We'll just have to wait and see. So SVG will go into next season as the defending champion of supercars, and it's going to be really good. Looking forward to Abu Dhabi. Hopefully the racing will be a lot better with the new changes to the track itself, and I believe it's going to be 58 laps. I don't know. I'll have to get a confirmation as far as that's concerned. As we say thank you to Holden for a great season and a great tenure in supercars, and it's like saying farewell to them as far as that is concerned. Special thanks to our panelists, even though they weren't here with me because I wanted to do this show solo. For the penultimate time, I say thank you to Nathan Ormond, Zachary Taylor, Cody Smart, Kyle Langland, Alex Allie, Sydney, and all of our good friends around the world. Prue Granger, Lucky Prescott, Abigail Stone, our statistician Caleb Hobbs, producer and engineer Zachary Fitzwater, Jackie Ting, Alex Hawkins, Dennis Stats Kelly, Tom Shores, Greg Rutz, Crystal Fontaine, Daniel Anderson back in our PCSRA Network studio, running the show for us as always on the show. So, yes. Final score one final time in the Big 12 championship game, even though OU was not in it, but I just want to do it anyway just to make sure it was a congratulations to somebody. It was Baylor 21, Oklahoma State 16 as far as that's concerned. And final score from, of course, OU didn't play basketball this week, so there you go. Until next week for the season finale of Triple P, when we recap Abu Dhabi, take you through the news and notes, take you through our memories, look back on 2021 and all that good stuff, and I get to say my final thoughts and a lot of thank you notes along the way. But until next week, this is Daniel Voyles saying, Boomer Sooner, everybody. We'll see you next week for the season finale of Triple P. Goodbye for now.
On the PCSRA Sports Network from Learfield IMG College, PCSRA Paddock Pass has been brought to you by Budweiser, Love's Travel Stops, iHeartMedia, The Oklahoman, Newcastle Casino, Devon Energy, Sonic Drive-Ins, and by the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office, where we encourage all of you fans that together we can end DUI. Thanks for joining us for the PCSRA Paddock Pass Show. The preceding has been a Learfield IMG College presentation on the PCSRA Sports Network. Copyright 2021 by the National Association of Professional Racing Leagues and the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association.